Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to help you set up a writing assignment and a discussion post in Canvas. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Yesterday was kind of weird. I posted that video on Canvas and I really just made it for a couple of friends. I didn't think anybody else was going to watch that thing, and quite a few of you did. And one person, Tara, how are you? She got back to me and said, hey, we use Canvas too, and I would love to learn how to do a little bit more in there. So today we're going to learn how to set up a writing assignment, learn how great it is to use the Speedgrader feature inside Canvas, and then also learn how to run a discussion. So let's get started. Okay, so two of the best features of Canvas, we're going to go over those right now: discussions and assignments. And in particular, we're going to set up writing assignments inside of Canvas, and you're going to see how easy it is to grade writing in this wonderful LMS. So here we go. Let's start off with discussions. Just click on discussions on the left-hand side, and it'll open up the discussions page. Click on the blue button in the top right where it says plus discussion. That's how you begin all your discussions. Alright, so we give it a little topic. This is testing, 1, 2, 3. And this is where you describe what you would like them to discuss. Alright, so there is your little description of what you want your students to discuss. You can add links from inside your Canvas course right over here on the right hand side, or if you have like some kind of picture or another file that you want to attach in there that they can open up, you can put it here. Or if you would like to put some kind of picture inside there, you can do that as well. Super simple. If you want to, let's say we want to look for something for summer. It opens it up right there. Wow, look at that. Let's see. How about this great picture right there? And it just adds it right into your document. So that's as simple as that, right? And then we go down below. Now this is where you give it the parameters for your discussion. And so those files on the side, you can either, if you click on them from over here, it'll add it within the body of the description, but you can also choose to upload it from there. So let's say like you had something you wanted them to read and then talk about, you'd put it right there. Now the options right here, let's go over these really quickly. Allow threaded replies. That means when one of your students replies, another student can come in and reply straight to that comment. And that's pretty common, right, with every kind of with all the social media that we use, right? So I always allow that for right now. So the next one is a really great feature. Users must post before seeing replies. So if you have some kind of prompt where you want them to give their answer and not have it be influenced by them reading other people's answers first, you would click on that. So they would have to type their reply, hit enter, then all the other people's replies would show up. And they can at that point start replying to each other. Enable podcast feed. So if you had some kind of audio track that you wanted them to be able to put in there, they can do that. If you're going to grade it, this discussion, which is fantastic, right? Our kids should be able to engage in some kind of listening and speaking skill, and so why not grade it if you need that kind of grade? You see it after you click that, it opens up some more options for you to fill in. And then allow liking. So this is a social media thing here, and people have the opportunity to like up other people's posts, and that's kind of cool too, right? Make it available from a certain date to a certain date. Always an option for you. And again, they have the same 3 buttons at the bottom: save, save and publish, and cancel. So if you didn't like what you had going on here, you can hit cancel. If you wanted to work on it because you didn't complete it yet, you'd hit save, and then it would not be published yet. If you're ready to go and you want the kids to start working in this, you just hit save and publish. So this is what it looks like to you. I'm going to show you a way to quickly look at what it looks like for the kids on their side, okay? So on the left-hand side, you go down to the very bottom where it says Settings, and then you go to the right side where it says Student View, and this will show you what your page looks like to the kids. So let's go over discussions, and then we see the test, and so this is exactly what it looks like for them. Click on test, and then you see this is what they see. Your kids at that point, they just click on reply. It opens up the rich text editor, and then they just start typing in here. Da, la, 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 and then they post their reply. Okay? So that's a discussion in Canvas. Super great way to engage your students. The bottom left-hand corner, we just click on Leave Student View. And then we are back in our page. Okay, so let's go to the front page here. And let's make a writing assignment. So this is what I use Canvas for the majority of the time. It makes grading writing assignments so much more efficient. So much more efficient. So let's get right into that, okay? All right. Click on assignments. Again, we're going to go up here to the top right, click on the plus assignment. We're going to create a new one. And then here we go. Same editor, right? Same rich text editor. This is a test. Writing test. Writing test for Tara. Okay. And then this is where you're going to present your directions and your writing prompt for them, okay? So we click on that. I have a link here. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that link right now. Read the article on avocados, summarize the text, provide details that support your answer. So we are working off of this standard right here, 4.2 in reading informational text. And I like to do this as well. Just go to the standards, copy it, paste the standard right in there. It has a link to it, and it has the description. So the kids know exactly what their objective is when they're writing this. Determine the main idea of the text, explain how it's supported by key details. So important in 4th grade. It's a big one for them. Okay, so here's the article on avocados. It's in Newsela, and if you haven't used Newsela, I don't know who hasn't, but if you haven't used Newsela, this is a great tool for teachers. You go here and there's all kinds of articles on informational text articles that you can use. And if you go up here to the top right where it says English 560, that is the Lexile level of this article. And so you see right here in the top left-hand corner of the article, it gives you the grade level, the word count. And if you look at it, I'm going to change the Lexile level to 1130. You can see that the words changed, but somebody has gone in there and kept the main idea of the articles the same. So this way you can differentiate with your kids. You can have your kids that need more support reading the same article as your advanced learners. And how powerful is that? Come on. You see that it's moved up to the grade 8 level, and it's at a word count of 870. So that's why we love Newsela. All right, I'm going to go over here to the top left, click on this little 3 dots. I'm going to print. I just want the article. Newsela also offers quizzes, and then for the teacher, the quizzes and the answers. So I'm just going to click on the article, go over here to print, And I'm going to save it as a PDF. So just click Save. And I already saved this to my desktop. So we're going to go back over to our writing assignment. And we're going to say, actually, I give them 2 opportunities to read this article. So they could either go to it. So I copy the URL right here and I write, click here. Oops. Or read the attachment. So click here, click on the little link to URL right there, and you just paste that in there. And now you have a hyper document situation right here where the kids can click on here, go straight to Newsela and read it, or they're going to be able to go right here and open up the document that I printed to PDF and put that right there. I uploaded it right here, but let me show you how to upload that. Okay, so you click on Upload New File. You're going to choose the file. You're going to find the file. It's right there. And then you're going to hit Upload. And it should upload straight into your writing assignment. There it is. Okay, so we have the directions. We have the attachment. We have a link to the article as well, and then we have a link to the reading standard. Let's go down below here. All right, I made this worth 25 points. You can make it whatever you want, and then this is an assignment. That's where I want to put it. And then you can have all these different options of how you want to assess this thing. So by percentage. You see what I'm saying. I just leave it as points. Okay. The next one, do not count this. I never click that as well, but you can. Right here, what kind of assignment is this? Are they going to just read it and there's no kind of submission to this thing? It defaults to online, I think. I think it does, or did I select that? I'm pretty sure it defaults to online. Are they going to turn it in on paper? Or is there some kind of external tool like Google Docs that they're going to use for this? Online. Okay, so I click on text entry. That means that they're going to actually type their answer into Canvas. If there was a website URL that they're working in, and then they're going to submit that as their evidence of learning, you can do that. If they're going to record something, they can upload it this way. Or if they were working, say, on a desktop in Word, and they saved that Word file, and then they uploaded the Word file, you'd click on this. But I just have them type straight into Canvas. You can have this as a group assignment, and you can peer review it. So there's 2 ways to peer review. If you click on Require Peer Review, you can manually assign the people that are peer reviewing each other, or you can have it automatically assign peer reviews, which sounds great in theory, but I can tell you from experience in my master's program, we used Canvas, and the professor always had a hard time when they had this checked off. So because people don't turn them in on the same day and same time, and some people didn't turn them in, so like that makes it a big problem if you're using peer reviews. It defaults to assigning it to your whole entire class. That's everybody. But if you wanted to just assign this to one person, you just go in there and you would type in their name, and it should populate in there. Now, my district doesn't have email addresses for their students, but this, when you're typing their name into here, it's tied to the Active Directory, so they are, it's just pulling off of the SIS system at that point, and your students should just populate in there because they're part of your Canvas course. Due date, pretty self-explanatory, and available from this time until this time. I highly recommend making your until box after the due date, so that if you have people turning in late, it's still open, readily available. Okay, and then the same 3 buttons that they're going to have on every single thing that you do in Canvas: cancel, save and publish, and then save. Save, once again, is used if you're not done working on this lesson, you can hit save and then come back to it and keep editing it. Save and publish means it's ready to go. So you press that, and then your kids are ready to just jump in there and start working on this thing. So save and publish. And then don't worry, because you can always unpublish it. There's several opportunities for you to unpublish things as well. And so if you hit save and publish and you're like, oh, wait a second, I wasn't ready for that, you can totally just undo that at any time. All right, so I want you to look at this, okay? If you look at rubric, you can add a rubric to your writing assignment, which, come on, that is like so incredible when you're going to, you'll see. I'm going to show you one that I did last year. Okay. And then, so you can, this is totally customizable, by the way. You can change all the different point levels and all the descriptions of your rubric right here. And then you could also, like, once you create one, you can use it again and again right over here. You just find stuff right here. Find your old rubrics right here. Okay. So add a rubric in there, put some work in at the beginning, and then you could use that same rubric throughout the whole year. And it's great because the kids get to see exactly what their expectation is and what they're shooting for and why they got what they got. And it makes grading writing so much more pleasurable. Because personally, I'm not a fan. I don't really like grading writing. Okay, so let's go over to last year's class. Here's an example of a writing prompt from the SBAC practice test. And so I just pasted it in there, added a rubric at the bottom. And so that looks just like the writing assignment that I made with you just a minute ago, right? So when you're going to go and grade them, this is what you got to do. You click on Speedgrader in the top right-hand corner, and hopefully your district has this this feature. I don't know why they wouldn't, but this is, watch this. You're going to love this. Click on Speedgrader, opens up in a new tab. Here you have all of your students writing. Okay, so this is my first student, and then the whole class is right here. And if you look on the left-hand side, the little dot means that they have turned it in. And if there is no dot, this person has not turned anything in. So you can quickly see who has and has not turned in something, and you can get started reading. So let's go over here, click on this. You can see it, and now you're like, okay, I'm ready to grade this thing. Just click on View Rubric. Your rubric pops up. And then all you have to do is click on the box, and it will grade it for them right there. You're loving that, aren't you? Yes, of course you're loving that, because it's fantastic. This is a great way to utilize the power of Canvas. And then you don't have to use that pull down. You could also just skip to the next person like that. All right, there you go. Okay, so one thing that's missing from this one is that it does not have the comment section. So let's go back over to that other writing assignment that we made for our test, for our tutorial here. If you go on here, you'll see that there's a comment section right here. So you can type comments in here to your kids. You can leave an attachment for them, or you can also leave a voice comment for them, or you can leave a video comment for them. And the kids love that. They love when you do stuff like that. So it would show up as a little movie over here on the right-hand side, and then they just click on it and they listen to what your comments are. So it's a really quick and efficient way for you to leave meaningful feedback for these kids, and they love that. Who doesn't love great feedback? Okay, so that is writing assignments in Canvas and discussion posts in Canvas, the two probably most powerful elements inside Canvas that you can take advantage of at any teaching level. All right, so there you have it, writing assignments and discussion posts in Canvas. Canvas is a great learning management system. I use it a lot. I also use Google Classroom and a OneNote class notebook, so I'm not tied to one LMS. I just use whatever I feel like is best for my students, and you should do the same. Thank you once again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, I would be honored if you'd hit that subscribe button below and like this video. And if you like tutorials like this, hit the like button. Have a great day, and don't forget, tomorrow night, James Sanders, the creator of Breakout EDU, is going to be on Sunday Night Live with Mr. N. That's me. See you later.